for Major Arena Soccer League 3 action. I am Rich Kozak, joined by Sean Jeffries here, and the ball goes right off the center here, so we'll see if I can get any feedback. I'm still not getting anything in my headphones here. So immediately here, it looks as if we're going to have Doug Toshibi take the free kick from what would be equivalent to the blue line, the third line in Major Arena Soccer. Toshibi puts it on, ball deflected in the box, no handball called. And Cleveland gets chase as the ball comes quickly to Connor Russell. Cleveland on the wrong side of a 7-6 decision last week in Buffalo. Ball out to Toshibi, deftly poked off the ball, brought to the outside. That's Palmgreen into Toshibi. Gunners, and a bit more physical already than last week. Nick Zagarig from Cleveland put a little bit of the body off the dasher boards in, as Palmgreen is content to get it out to Connor Russell. Ball tried to play into Toshibi, bounced just a little bit. And folks, if you joined us here last week, you could see already that this Cleveland team is not too happy at all that they were on the losing side of a 7-6 decision last week. And I would say in the first 1 minute, as there's 14 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, that it is going to be a little bit more physical affair. Connor Russell tries to find it out to Toshibi, but Toshibi is put down to the turf. And you can see as the physicalness, as ball in there, shot, and a big save, deflects off by Cleveland, but out, and it's going to be a kick into touch from the near boards. So this game, Cleveland went back to the drawing board here, and it looks like Ali Shawish will take that free kick at the top of the arc. Looking for Toshibi, three-man wall set up, the prerequisite 5 yards. Off the boards, Toshibi tried to play it back, but number 15, Mitch Boyer, gets that one. And he'll try to get it out to the Cleveland forward, to where Russell will put it out to center, where Shawish has it. Shawish turns, saunters, man open for the Gunners, and goal! And it's a goal! Gunners draw first blood with 13:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Menendez put that one in. And it's 1-0 Gunners, who are trying to capitalize on the momentum that they had last week. So if you're watching at home, let's hope you can hear this, because we have no voice at all in our headphones. Kickoff taken by number 27. That's Glasikin. He has it. Ball played back to PJ Dirksen. He gets it out to the near boards. That's Remy Novikowski. Now to the far boards. Mo Channer. Good defensive play to keep the ball along the boards. Thank you for joining us here at the Keenan Center in Lockport, New York, for Major Arena Soccer League action. Division 3. Cleveland down 1-0 to the home Sahara Gunners, representing the Buffalo and Western New York area. I think that's LT along the boards. Under duress by number 27. That's Glasikin. The Gunners putting on some pressure, but that'll be an offensive foul as LT pushed the defender, double-handed push. Won't get away with those most times. That's Remy who went down to the turf there. Directing traffic. Ball off the near boards. And Glasikin has it. He's dispossessed. Ball kept in by number 67, Skladany. It's going to be taken by Martinez. Martinez tries to find LT. Palmgreen pushed off the ball. Skladany has it, looking for a mate to pass it to. Scrum along the far side boards. Looks like Skladany has it back again. And all the way back to Dirksen. We'll try to reset that one. Over to Niso. Niso has it. Ball to the top of the box. Ball again deflected. That was a shot by 99 Fly. And ball parried into the protective netting by Connor Russell. Connor Russell comes into this game second in overall save percentage in the entire United States in this whole MASL3 league. And again, the ball off to Stanchion. And I don't know how much you can tell folks, but you can see where the luxury boxes here are at Lockport's Keenan Center. And there's a bit of an old concrete flooring, just hangs over maybe 4 to 6 inches, and that ball deflected there. So again, here come Colton Fly. Fly dispossessed. It's going to be taken by number 67, that's Skladany. Skladany's pass a bit errant. It's going to be taken by number 9, that's Zagaric. Zagaric tries to get it to Skladany. Skladany off the near side boards, dispossessed, and here comes Palmgreen. 3-on-2 with Jaston. Jaston looking off the boards, puts it in off the boards once again, and Bakar can't deflect it in. Bakar just missed a great opportunity there, and here come the dangerous Cleveland Samba. Skladany has it, puts it wide off the post once again, and again Johnny on the counter on the spot gets that one, and Russell able to thwart Cleveland, but Niso quickly gets it in, taken to Zagaric. Skladany dispossessed, and now here come the Gunners. Long pass by Mustafa, but again, Cleveland just willing to calm this down, but dispossessed again, 2-on-0. Here comes Jaston Tennell. Tennell looking, he has Bakar open in front, looking off the post, and again, a fortuitous gluteus maximus by Skladany kept that ball out. Well, that's using ball again off the boards in this game, much more wide open, and a ball off the protective netting, and it's going to be a goal kick for Connor Russell and the Sahara Gunners. Folks, I know on our scoreboard, score bug, you can't see it, but 9:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Menendez with a goal from Ali Shawish, the game winner last week. He's the one who, Gerksen, the keeper, was able to, Dirksen, PJ, was able to quell that offensive threat. And here comes Mustafa. Mustafa, ball chested deftly to Dirksen. Dirksen able to just distribute to the near side. That's the Glasiken. And that'll be a free kick for the Samba. Underneath 9 minutes here remaining at the Keenan Center. First quarter action, 1-0 for the hometown Sahara Gunners. Ball's going to go back to the far line, third line if you will. PJ Dirksen distributes to Nowakowski. Remy has it, plays it off to the far side, headed in off the goalpost, and shot high over the net. What a nice header by Sylvester Messiah. Marked well by Mo Channer, but he almost tied this one off. So Russell throws it down, trying to avoid that 3-line thrower pass. Shawish tries to settle, little miscommunication with Menendez, I believe, and here come the Gunners. Messiah dispossessed by Palmgreen, who had one heck of a game. Palmgreen and his contingent from Alfred University, and here comes, oh, nice shot there by number 19 of the Gunners. That was Dougie Toshibi. Palmgreen gets it out to Mo Channer. Mo Channer takes a shot off the box to Palmgreen. That's deflected again. Excuse me, Menendez. And that's deflected once again. Outside footer to Menendez to Toshibi off the dasher boards. Toshibi puts a foot into it. Channer's going to keep it. He has Papelli back. He'll eschew the pass. Side foots it, trying to get it into Toshibi. Toshibi looking for Shawoosh. Shawoosh tries to put it on his left foot, and he corkscrews after the defensive play into the ground. But Toshibi on the offensive foul. And again, much more fast-paced since last week. Still 1-0 in favor of the hometown Gunners as Niso and others come on the pitch. Here comes Niso. Aaron Gulan enters the pitch. Newman has it on the far side boards. It's going to be a free kick taken at the near side dasher boards at the touchline. Looks like it'll be number 33, Anthony DeMarco, who will take it. Off the dasher boards, maybe a little piece taken by Connor Russell, and here comes Shawoosh, but Niso bodies up on Shawoosh. And again, physical this game with 7:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Quickly into play. Connor Russell just tries to clear it out of touch, but it goes off the 23-foot ceiling here. So a free kick will be taken by the Samba at the top of the offensive third. That's going to be taken by DeMarco. So DeMarco will try to set this up. Niso free, looking to have some confusion. Out to Niso, off the boards, just wide. Fly has it. Cleared out of the defensive end. Trying to find LT. LT versus Niso. Niso back to PJ. Headed out by Palmgreen, but that's going to be taken at the center of the pitch by Glasikin. Glasikin puts it into an open corner. That's going to be taken by Palmgreen. LT has it. Spins back whence he came. Taken by Russell. Russell tries to distribute and yet keep it off the ceiling. Intended for, that's Rodrigo Perez, number 8 for the Gunners. But again, here come the Samba. Gulan has it in front. Ball deflected and in to tie it up. An unmarked number 9, Zakaric puts it in. And there's going to be a card on Zakaric after that goal. And with 6:21 remaining in the first quarter, Cleveland even this one, the Samba even this one up. And we'll have to have the officials sort this one out. Anthony DeMarco trying to put in a little filibuster here with the center official.
Goal under review. Hey.
And it looks as if a card, still not getting anything through the headphones here. One, two, now there we go. Hopefully we're back here, I got it here. So hopefully if you can hear us, we'll check. But it looks like a TV timeout here in Lockport, New York. And you're listening to MASL3 action, live and kicking at the Keenan Center.
Yeah, get your hands up out there. Let me see. Get your hands up there, fans. Get them up, get them up, get them up. Still waiting on confirmation.
All right, we're back to first quarter action here, live and kicking at the Keenan Center. Rich Kozak here, a ball off the boards by Shawoosh, but no one there. Mustafa was not in deep enough to get that one. Thank you for rejoining us here at the Keenan Center. We've been told that you can hear us here. Little technical difficulties here at the Keenan Center, but here we are midway through the first quarter. The hometown Sahara Gunners won, and the Cleveland Samba won. Goal early on by Menendez. Cleveland on a disputed goal. Nice, another big save by Connor Russell as the Gunners try to settle down. And a goal by Cleveland's Nick Zagaric tied it up, and that where we are with the, I believe, 6:33 remaining here in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us on this arctically cold Buffalo winter right here in Lockport, New York, about 20 minutes north of the, well, 25 minutes north of the city of Buffalo for MASL3 action with the visiting Cleveland Gunners one and the hometown Sahara Buffalo, Cleveland Samba one and the hometown Gunners one also. All right, remember, thank you for joining us here. Remember, this game's brought to you by the Sahara Hookah Lounge and also Molina Healthcare. Remember also to patronize all our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible, as Cleveland very physically here in the first quarter have settled down as Shawoosh 1v1 tries to bring it back in the open, brings it on, it's fair and goal! The magician, Prince Ali, handsome as he, genuflect, show some respect, get on one knee. In the last 2 weeks, that's number 3. And the Gunners take the lead 2-1 with 4:32 remaining here in the first quarter. Gunners go back up on top. And again, what a combination. Russell finds the open Ali Shawish and another keeper assist, and the Gunners go up. Little Hassan chop right there. Had me a bit tongue-tied, but Prince Ali puts it in once again, and 2-1 for the Gunners over the Samba. But Samba, I talked to Coach Reno Di Stefano, and these guys taking this game a bit more, I wouldn't say seriously, but a bit more impetus on getting a positive result. 4-hour drive for most of the Clevelanders coming up from the gateway to the western door as Menendez gets the ball after being knocked off but a bit out to Mustafa. Mustafa looking for Holden Kelly. There's Mo Channer. Mo Channer crosses midfield. Nice pass in there to that's number 3, excuse me. That's Christian Martinez. Martinez ball scuffed it a bit off the dasher boards, but here come the Samba. Samba, nice one-touch passing, which really helped them last week in the fourth quarter. Ball nearly dispossessed, but that's going to be taken by Remy Novakovsky. Gulan has it. Gulan to the far dasher boards. To number 27, Gliskikin, it's going to be scooped up by Connor Russell. Russell has Holden open. Holden tries to flick it up, and perhaps a bit more, I would say, station to station, little basic play would have helped the Gunners just a little bit more there. work on your basics. Don't need any techers stuff here with a 23-foot ceiling. So Coach Palmgreen will quickly change things up. Wholesale changes for the Gunners. Free kick going to be taken by Zagaric. Nice save by Russell. Russell just stops that one. That was just ready to be put into the top corner, but guess what? Gunners scoop up that loose ball, and number 67, the dangerous Matt Skladany, puts it in, and we're all tied up at 2. Again, the Gunners, oh so dangerous. They are very well schooled at the art of the indoor game. Born and raised by some great teams, by the Cleveland Crunch and then the Cleveland Force. Just thinking of how many times Hector Marinero or Zorn Carriage was the bane of the Buffalo Blizzard and Stallions out here. And that ball is going to be cleared out by Mo Channer. So ball going to be placed at the top of the arc. And that's going to be for our first goal scorer, Nick Zagaric. He's going to take this kick. Buffalo lines up to defend. It's going to be LT and Menendez. Zagaric lines it up, brings out his protractor. Third man in the wall is LT. Laid off. Niso tried to get that one, but PJ is there waiting to get the ball right back into those dangerous areas. And LT has that one.
Yes, Cleveland goal by number 67, Matt Skladany.
The kids at home gotta love that 6-7 stuff. I was hoping we'd get away from it, but as they say, every 8th grader in the country celebrating a Skladany goal, doing that faux juggling thing. And Mo Channer will take a free kick from a dangerous area as that ball deflected wide. Well, it looks like Shawish will take that one. Ali Shawish. He has Toshibi open. Menendez trying to find a spot. Shot. Oh, what a great save there by PJ off the crossbar. And on those free kicks, I would like to see Buffalo, the Gunners, have a little bit more movement. Again, there are no offside in the indoor game, and Toshibi and Menendez were very static, where they could have moved themselves into some dangerous areas. Messiah on the one touch, loses it to Channer. Channer calmly gets it out to Toshibi. Toshibi back to Channer. Channer has it. Off the far boards, into the Cleveland zone. Cleared, and nice, deftly, just below the ceiling, like a father tossing a toddler and not scraping a forehead off the family living room. Russell tries to get it out to Toshibi, but good defense there by Cleveland. That's D's. Channer into Toshibi, and Buffalo's got to get some movement off the ball. Very static. Not only do you have to pass, but you have to move in an area where those passes can be brought in. And Papelli dispossessed, brought to the near side boards. That's Cleveland coming in. We don't have a number 6 on the roster, unfortunately, for Cleveland. Well, actually we do. That's Jake Gratzer. So Gratzer gets the ball over, tries to find Messiah. Messiah, nice ball into Keeling. Keeling moves it back to Boyer. Boyer loses it, and here comes Shawish. Shawish at the top of the boards, and a missed shot by Toshibi. Perfect indoor ball served off the dasher boards, but Toshibi couldn't get the volley. And here come the Samba. Samba, always dangerous. Laid off to Keeling. Keeling on the 5-side boards. Good defense by Buffalo. Sprayed out wide, but up into the protective netting by 14 Novikowski with less than 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 2-2. Samba visiting from Cleveland and the hometown Gunners. Ball played in, nearly kept in by Bakar. Bakar has it at the far side, 14 seconds remaining. Puts it in, trying to find, that's Q he's trying to find. Bakar upended, and ball put into the ceiling with 2.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us wherever you might be listening. We found out West Seneca, we have them in the Garfield Heights area. They're watching. We're getting a little notification on our YouTube feed. Anywhere in the Buffalo area on this frosty Saturday afternoon. And that's going to do it after 1 quarter of play here from historic Lockport's Keenan Center, your hometown Buffalo Sahara Gunners to the traveling Sahara Samba 2, and you've been listening to Major Arena Soccer League 3 action live and kicking at the Keenan Center.
Sahara Hookah Lounge Buffalo, Molina Healthcare. If you stopped in, you saw them at the door with some swag out there.
As you can see here, we got some replays into the corner, and here are replays.
Lockport Soccer Club.
Thank you for joining us here at the end of the first quarter. Remember, this game's brought to you by the Sahara Hookah Lounge and also by Molina Healthcare. Guys, it's not too late to come out. We have the Lockport girls U15 team. We're going to put on a little exhibition at halftime. Also, there's it's free admission, but if you come in here, we have about 24 swag bags to give out. Mystery free gimmies, some water bottles, a nice drawstring bag. There's some jerseys that they're giving away. So listen, look on the MASL3 website. Plenty of hot times here in a very cold Western New York area. So the Gunners drew first blood. Ali Shawish made it 1-1. 1-0, and before the Samba made it 1-1. And then again, 2-1 lead for the Gunners was quickly erased to make it 2-2, and that's where we stand at the end of the first quarter. Talking to both coaches before this game, and the Samba really wanted to improve over what they did last week, and with a long 4-hour ride back to the Cleveland area, there was no tail tucked between their legs. Talking to the Cleveland coach, Reno Di Stefano, he said, you know what, that game was not only good for the Sahara Gunners to tie and move into a possible playoff spot with Cleveland, tied only behind the Rochester Rock City Boom, but it was good for Cleveland because it was a wake-up call. A couple guys were like, maybe we don't have to take the road trip. Buffalo's team, you guys can handle it. It put a new focus, which you can see in the physical play of this Cleveland team. But what Coach DiStefano said here, we are all trying to grow this game of indoor soccer at whatever level. And to get better play, a better game, to be here in person, and we got a couple hundred people here at the Keenan Center to watch, but for the level of play, to get players and say, hey, this is a pretty good league. You know, I may have played at a higher level. Some of the Cleveland guys, D1, D2, Baldwin Wallace, Green Bay, Wisconsin, they're all over the place. A lot of the Buffalo guys, we got a much more experienced, seasoned team for Cleveland, but there's a couple Buffalo soccer stalwarts on the Gunners side, sprinkled in with a lot of the local younger talent that owner Kovan and Coach Paul Green are trying to bring in, even from the Alfred U area. This is another chance to keep playing and to get notice here. So we're just underway. Second quarter action. Rich Kozak, Sean Jeffers joining you here from Lockport's Keenan Center, live and kicking at the Keenan, if you will. Just underway, second quarter action, 2-2 between Cleveland and the Sahara Gunners. Ball knocked out of play. It looks like it's going to be a corner kick, and we'll see what Cleveland has cooking here. Again, thank you for all your positive comments coming from the Cleveland area. Nice to share some of our remembrances from long ago. Buffalo and Cleveland, huge affinity for each other. Sister cities on the lake, Lake Erie. We had many great times ourselves down in the Cleveland area. We were talking with some of the Clevelanders from the Samba. Oh, what a save by Connor, but the rebound knocked in, and it's going to be a 3-2 lead for Cleveland. And again, more experience by Cleveland. Number 33, Anthony DeMarco, put that rebound off the dasher boards. And the Buffalo defender, again, instead of playing for the carom, played the ball and didn't mark a defender. When a ball like that's going to come off, what you need to do, Connor Russell, if he can see it, he's going to get a hand on it. So the young defenders for the Buffalo Gunners team, play the man. Do not leave your mark. And a volley in, make it 3-2. What a nice play off the boards. A classic indoor Walla score a goal by Anthony DeMarco. Hey, everybody, thanks for all the announcers and the M1, M2, and M3 who've followed us because of the game we had. Philly, thank you. If you got any pointers, I haven't used that. There it is, off the boards again, but nobody for Buffalo in to get the rebound. Into Q. Q puts it in, and what a great save by PJ, and an even better header off the line. And there is that indoor experience. Never one ball played by himself. And Buffalo, that's number 5, who is not on our roster. Trying to find who a number 5 might be, but unfortunately not on the roster. That may be Hamza originally, who was number 20, so maybe Hamza's number 5. Ball stolen by Mufasa. Nice step overs by Hamza, and here comes Hamza. Hamza in and upended. And that's going to be a card to Cleveland. Messiah sacrifices himself to stop a goal. The dangerous Hamza step over. At least I believe that was Hamza. Perez looking to take this free kick. Mo Channer talking to him, perhaps discussing. Channer, who's the calming influence as a veteran presence on this team. He scored a couple lasers from this free kick spot. Palm Green in motion. Let's get some motion on this one. LT, let's move her on. Palm Green screening the goaltender. Perez deflects that into the corner. Cleveland has it. LT bumped off the boards, and Cleveland, almost like a hockey icing, wisely clears it. Connor Russell, looking almost like a 6-on-4 power play, joins the offensive foray. Channer dispossessed, out to Shawish on the power play. Palm Green has it. Good defensive play by Cleveland. Palm Green back out to Channer. Channer tries to recycle to the top of the box. Off the boards to Shawish. He misses the volley. And that's one thing that the Gunners need to do to improve at this indoor game. Use the boards. It's not indoor. As Channer, and we'll try to see who that Gunner player is. And there are some words between the two of them. Two bigger boys here. Channer and Zagaric, one of the goal scorers. And a little talking to by Coach Russell. And there are no missed meal cramps. A lot of protein between those two boys. Zagaric and Channer, both Thor-like in their body composition. And Cleveland up 3-2 with 12:24 remaining here in the second quarter. And both officials trying to talk this one out, what either of them saw. And only they know. We're not hooked up to the inner machinations of these officials. Thank you for joining us. Wherever you might be streaming, the Gunners going right to left on your iPhone, your iPad, or whatever streaming device. We had some pictures of some people broadcasting to their 75-inch TVs. The Gunners all in red with the black numbers. The traveling Samba all in blue with white numbers and white piping, and it looks as if Zagaric will have the free kick. Card on the play, so Zagaric and the Samba trying to wisely kill off whatever is remaining of this penalty. Elder statesman out there on the pitch. Brain sprinkled with brawn, athleticism, and some great football IQ. So again, look how smart the Samba are. They're just trying to waste off this man advantage by the Gunners. Russell gets it up to Shawoosh. Shawoosh and Q. Out to Q. Back to Shawoosh. Shot down, deflected. It's going to be taken by Perez. Perez into Menendez. Menendez against the boards. Taken by Q. Q out to Shawoosh. He brings it back. Lost in his feet. Gets it back across. And oh! Tried to be volleyed in there by Palm Green, I believe, but that goes into the ceiling, only 23 feet from pitch level. Not much time remaining in the man advantage for the Gunners. Down 3-2.
Yeah, let me see if we're paying attention out there.
Skladany wearing that middle school S6-7 jersey.
Okay. We got it. I appreciate it.
Martinez bodied off the ball.
Feel free if you want to get up and you want to move around too, all right? Feel free to get up if you want to do this real quick.
Out to Perez. Perez has it.
Yeah, come on, let's see.
Unimpeded with the man advantage, crossing the center of the pitch. In the offensive third, Menendez. Excuse me, Perez looking for Menendez. Out in front, ball deflected. Cleared wisely, almost iced again, almost hockey-like by Skladany. Messiah, I think that's number 14's back out on the pitch for Cleveland. Excuse me, that's number 60, Gulan. And Cleveland back to full strength, able to kill that card. Ball scuffed a little bit, and it's going to be taken off the ceiling. So the Gunners and Perez will go for a change. Doug Tashibi enters the field. Also looks like Mohammed Bakar, Lackawanna's own, all Western New York selection from Lackawanna High School and the Buffalo Pro Academy. Ball off the boards wisely, but nobody's there for the rebound. Again, Tashibi perhaps getting in a bit too deep. Hang around that corner, that L of the box. Boys, watch some old YouTube Buffalo Stallion and Buffalo Blizzard goals. Rudy and Randy Pikuzinski. You're playing the ball where you want it to be or where it was instead of where it's going to be. Just YouTube Wallace Scora and see where you can get those balls. Papele out to Bakar. Bakar does a little bit more techer when he could have used a little bit of rudimentary play there. Little basics is a better here, trying to keep the ball. Cleveland now with a, I would say, a decided advantage in possession, yet just a one-goal advantage. Here comes Dees. Dees dispossessed by Papele. Papele up to Bakar. Bakar has it at the cusp of the offensive zone. Rolls over, and again, no one there for the deflection. Tashibi has it. He tries on a bad angle to get it off the boards. Taken by Holden. Holden has it. Papele has it. Papele with the shot off the boards. Again, no one for the rebound for the Gunners. Gunners creating. Papele shot and way over the top of the net. This line creating some offensive play, but boys, you need to be where the rebound's going to be. It's not outdoor soccer. That's why we pay attention in geometry class, boys. Play it off the bounce, get there, it's an easy one-touch goal. And again, you just have to pass it in the net. Buffalo trying to find some, I would call, Instagram goals instead of just using basics and volleying in the net, as you've seen the Cleveland team do it twice today. Latkovic back out to PJ. Dirksen puts a nice ball in, headed, but Russell's going to get that one at the edge of the box. Referee says play on. Nice, we've seen this time and time again. Nice distribution to Shawush. Out to Toshibi. Going to be taken by Menendez. Menendez to Palm Green. And again, tried to spin off. Still going to be taken by Menendez. And Toshibi's going to be called on the foul, and rightly so. Knocking number 27, Glasikin for Cleveland, to the pitch. 8:43 remaining here in the first half. Cleveland visiting, they are up by a score of 3-2. Gunners holding in this one. It's been a good indoor soccer game. Very physical, much different game than the 7-6 Gunners win from last week. Menendez gets it back to Palm Green, the Alfred U product. Out to Mustafa. Mustafa tries to flip it up to Shawush. Toshibi, 3-on-2, now 3-on-3, pulls it back. And again, Buffalo static, out to Mustafa. Tried to find the feet of Menendez, can't. Menendez has it. Knocked off the ball and off the stanchion behind the Cleveland net. And again, one of the things I'd like to see the Buffalo boys do that they did last week, play indoor soccer, not outdoor soccer. They're very static, waiting for the ball instead of moving, almost what indoor box lacrosse like, or this game, if you're a fan of basketball, the movement, the picks, the overlaps, the underlaps, we're not getting that from the Buffalo team, and it's making it very easy for the traveling Samba to mark the Buffalo men because they're just not moving. They're waiting for balls, waiting for it off the net. So Mustafa to take this free kick. Mustafa takes it, and a nice parry by PJ. As Niso puts a Buffalo player to the ground. Messiah gives chase. It's going to be taken by Russell. Russell tries to flick it up to Mustafa, but dispossessed. Here come LT, but the Gunners lose possession. And here comes Cleveland. And ball knocked in. Brave play by Russell. Great individual effort after a great team effort by the Samba. But the physical play there, I'll tell you, Colton Fly, what movement, was able to draw the Buffalo players, 3 of them out, to leave a man open, and if it not for the courage of Connor Russell, this game might be 4-2 with 7:23 remaining in the first half here at the Keenan Center. 3-2 advantage for Cleveland. Anthony DeMarco, the grizzled veteran of the Samba, ready to take this free kick. He'll direct his mates. Colton Fly, FLY. Ball deflected in, and DeMarco's happy about that one. Ball looked like it was going to go off the far boards to the left of Connor Russell, but it deflected off of something, and it goes in, and you can say DeMarco very, very happy about that deflection. A fortuitous deflection, if you will, but they all count, and it's 4-2 in favor of the visiting Cleveland Samba. And it looks as if they will take a TV timeout, and you have been listening or watching and enjoying, I hope, Major Arena Soccer League 3 action live and kicking at the Keenan Center. Well, we are back live and kicking at the Keenan Center. 7:21 remaining here in the first half. The visiting Cleveland Samba up by a 4-2 score against the hometown Sahara Gunners. Remember, this game brought to you by the Sahara Hookah Lounge and also Molina Healthcare. Also Build Budget and Track. So, Gunners can't get down here. What they need to do is go back to playing indoor ball. They're going to where the ball was instead of where the ball could be potentially. It's all about angles and geometry in this game. Some offensive opportunities by the Gunners, just not capitalized on, as Russell tries to play it off the boards after that long Cleveland clearance. And here come the Gunners crossing midfield out to Menendez. Menendez tries to find Tashibi. Tashibi out to Shawush. Shawush shoots off the boards, and again a great defensive play. And that has been the difference. The inability for the Buffalo boys to play the angles, the caroms off the boards, and the last defender playing great defense. Now two Johnny on the spot goal line clearances by the Samba have been the difference. Tashibi shoots off the boards. It's going to be taken by Martinez. Martinez has it. Looking. Puts it in to Tashibi. Tashibi dispossessed. Nice save by again. That's number 85 there. New keeper in 85. Is that Chris Marcus, the keeper? And he's made some big saves. And it looks as if it's going to be a corner kick. Is that Palmgreen? Tashibi needs to move. There's no movement here for the Buffalo team. There needs to be some overlaps, underlaps. Boys, this is not outdoor soccer. In off the boards to Palmgreen again. Another goal line clearance. And again, cleared up. There you go. The soccer IQ of Chris Marcus and his defense have been the difference. And on the fast break, here come Messiah. And Cleveland out, and a big save by Russell. Rebound taken by Cleveland again. Russell again off the clearance. And here comes Shawush. Shawush gets it back, and he's tripped up by the carpet monster, I would think. Now remember, at this level, not many indoor facilities boarded like they were in the late 70s, 80s, and early 90s. And they roll out this fake faux carpet. And the consistency, as you can see, of each patch of turf is a little bit different. And if you watch, sometimes you'll see the pitch roll up on these guys. But again, Buffalo needs some movement. The Gunners need some movement. You'll see them caught with four on one side of the pitch. Ball into Shawush. Nice ball by Palmgreen. But again, Marcus makes a big save. 4:49 remaining here in the first half. Marcus's clearance kept out by Mustafa, but Cleveland has possession once again. Layoff to Messiah. Messiah to himself off the boards. Going to be taken by Palmgreen. 3v3. Palmgreen at midfield. Out to Ali Shawish. Shawish out to Tashibi. Tashibi has it. Shoots off the boards. And again, Niso has it and quickly gets it back up to his mate, number 27, Glasikin. Just the calmness of the Cleveland boys. Whenever they get the boards, ball off the boards at Karam, there is no panic as the ball tries to go out to Menendez. Taken by Skladany. Skladany has it. Intercepted by Tashibi, but a talented toe of number 67, Skladany, gets it out in front, and Marcus has it. And again, Tashibi tried the 1v1, and I know he has confidence in his scoring prowess, but he had Menendez, he had Q in the open. If you're covered, guys, I know you're going to watch this game over and over. Little coaching point. If you're covered, just knock it off the wall. It's going to bounce out into that money zone. It's not outdoor soccer, Buffalo boys. Use movement. Use the outside play. And it's going to be a little stoppage of play, I believe. a timeout, if you will, called by Coach Palmgreen, who's trying to settle down his boys. Now, this is not the old NPSL. There's no three-point plays. Buffalo, if the Gunners, if they get one ball past Marcus, it's 4-3. They've had the shots. They've had the opportunities. Cleveland, after they started out this game tremendously physical, has scored on rebounds, caroms, soccer IQ. They are a bit more seasoned, older, if you will, and they are just using time and space to get it through the Buffalo defenders, the Buffalo forwards. Buffalo are working hard. They're creating, but sometimes you can try harder at the wrong things. If I'm Coach Palmgreen, I'm setting up his boys, get to where the ball's going to be. Get those angles, knock them off the board, get some movement, underlap and overlap, almost basketball style. Out to Marcus, throws it down, it's intercepted by Mustafa. Mustafa has it. Tried to get it to LT, but it's going to be all the way over to Perez. Perez on the near side boards. Perez has it. Beats one, beats two. You don't have to beat three, gentlemen. You had men open. Ball in and off the boards. And again, Mustafa, all you did with that ball is give possession back to a dangerous team. You had men open. Knock it around. 1-2 touch. You're behind 2, not by 10. Playing a great game here, Gunners. Just need to hold possession of the ball, get some bounces to go your way, ball in, cleared by Russell, and that's going to go off the old hockey scoreboard. Hamza, now number 5, I believe he is. I'll change that on my roster. Free kick, and Cleveland scored their last goal from this area. Looks as if number 21, Jack Lakovic, going to take this one. But Taylor Newman tries to slide in, behind, off to Newman, puts it in off the boards, ball spins, LT, is that LT or is that Hamza? Looks like it's Hamza. But again, Cleveland gets possession back once again. Last week it seemed the 4, and that's a 3-line violation, so the ball's gonna go all the way down. Underneath 3 minutes, 2:53 remaining here in the first half. Buffalo, the Gunners, need to get some possession, need to get some movement off the ball. They need a dirty, ugly goal. Guys, I'll what do the kids say? Glaze you up. We'll put this on Instagram if it goes in, but they all count the same, whether it's a highlight reel goal or a tap-in. Channer puts it in for a goal! Nobody is Mo better than Mo Channer. Puts it in, and I said let Mo take those free kicks. A dangerous free kick with 2:51 remaining here in the first half, and Buffalo, the Gunners, the Sahara Gunners close the gap to 4-3. And again, 3-line violation. Cleveland perhaps maybe got a little bit greedy. Gave the opportunity to the Gunners, and Channer makes them pay. And it's 4-3 with 2.5 remaining in the first half. Channer, who was clipped, and they're going to call the foul on it right away instead of playing advantage. That's fine for the Gunners. 2:29 remaining in the first half. 4-3 advantage of the traveling Cleveland Samba. Not much time, but a lot of time here in arena soccer action. It's starting to fill in here at the Keenan Center. Probably started the game with 100 or so. We might be up over 200 here at the Keenan Center. Can't beat the cost, it's free, and they give out free stuff when you come in. Shirts, t-shirts, swag bags. But here come the Samba, Skladany. Skladany lays it off, back to Skladany, and puts it in. Every middle schooler's favorite player, number 6'7", Skladany, puts it in. And it's a 2-goal advantage again for the Samba.
Can we get our hands up out there? Let me see you fans out there. Get them on, let's go.
Maddie Skladany puts it in. Textbook indoor tic-tac-toe, as sweet as you go. And only 24 seconds later, the Samba once again double their lead to 5-3 from their previous 2-goal advantage back to a 2-goal advantage. Shawush gets it to Martinez. Ali Shawish in the near corner. Messiah back heels it, but it's going to be scooped up by Palmgreen. Palmgreen to Toshibi. Back to Palmgreen. Palmgreen puts it up, tries to get it into Toshibi, but it's going to be intercepted by Cannon Dees. Dees gets it down to the far corner, looking for Messiah. Ball to Messiah, off the boards. It's going to be taken by Ali Shawish, and a 3-on-2 advantage for the Gunners. Menendez has it. Menendez is choose the pass. Tries to keep it again. He still has it. Now 4-on-3 advantage for the Gunners. Into Toshibi. Back to Menendez. Big save. What a huge defensive sliding play by number 20. Cannon Dees. And off the crossbar. And in by Toshibi for the goal. Never say die. Douglas T, Dougie T, call me Toshibi, and it's 5-4 with 1:15 remaining in the first half. I tell you folks, if we're so lucky for you to be spending the afternoon with us, don't go to the restroom yet. All right? Don't go to the restroom yet. 3 goals now within 1 minute, and the Gunners have closed the gap to 5-4 with 1.25 remaining here at the Keenan Center's first half of Major Arena Soccer League action. Mustafa has it off the boards. Lasikin has it, lays it off, but a good defensive play. Hamza almost had it, intercepted. And here come the Gunners, out to Q. Q, back to LT. LT gets it off the boards, great place ball. Cleveland clears it away, and it looks like it's gonna go off some of the HVAC ductwork here. Remember, this game's brought to you by the Sahara Hookah Lounge and Molina Healthcare. Mustafa trying to set this one up. Can the Buffalo Boys get a little movement? LT, let's move. Hamza, let's move a little. Q trying to move the keeper. Mustafa puts it in, laid it off to LT. Back to Mustafa. Mustafa dispossessed. And here come the Samba. Samba on the edge of the offensive third, off the boards and deflected by Buffalo into the rafters. And a very dangerous free kick. Looks good. Taylor Newman's going to take it. Nope. They're going to bring the wily veteran out here. Number 15, Mitch Boyer. Mitch Boyer trying to put one in for all the dad bods out there. Boyer deflected. 20 seconds remaining in the first half. And I don't know what the call was, but it looks like the deflection may have come off of, is that Q? So again, it's going to be another free kick at the edge of the third. Is Mitch Boyer going to take another one? Boyer directing Aaron Goulon. Boyer telling Aaron, get to the left. 2-man wall for Buffalo. The Gunners trying to get out of this half, down just by 1. Huge free kick opportunity for the Samba. The veteran, Mitch Boyer, trying to double the Gunner lead going into the first half. Analytically, it might not matter, but Goulart shoots, and a big save by Connor Russell, and Q may have gotten back there. It's going to be put into touch, 15 seconds remaining. Ball back in, Russell, what a huge save, and he gets it back again. Connor Russell tries to get it down to Hassan. Russell misses it, and in, goal. Oh, what a goal by Cleveland. They didn't give up. Connor Russell, much akin of the play of Josh Allen at the end of that Denver Broncos first half, left the cage open, and the Samba just wisely got it down the field off the dasher, and I thought there was about 0.6 seconds remaining, and it's 6-4 Samba going into the end of the first half. And again, the Buffalo faithful were hoping exactly that did not happen. For momentum, you didn't want anything like that to happen against the Buffalo squad. But indeed it did. That's why you can never give up on the Gunners. And Connor Russell has made so many saves and just tried to be aggressive. Again, made like a Josh Allen play at the end of that first half. Well, that'll do it at the end of one half of play. It is the visiting Cleveland Samba 6 and the hometown Sahara Buffalo Gunners 4. And you've been enjoying Major Arena Soccer League 3 action live and kicking at the Keenan Center. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to third quarter action here at Lockport's historic Keenan Center, where we hope you're enjoying, or if you just tune in, we'll hope you will enjoy some Major Arena Soccer League Level 3 action. What you've missed so far is a great half of indoor soccer, arena soccer, if you will. 30 minutes of play, the traveling Cleveland Gunners hoping to get some modicum of revenge against the hometown Sahara Gunners. Well, halfway through, 6-4 lead, scoring with 0.6 seconds remaining to go into the locker room at halftime, and that's where we stand. It's been a good half of arena soccer. Cleveland, we talked earlier, wanted to come back and answer the great Buffalo effort of last week. And Buffalo will try to do a little bit better here. They've created some things offensively, but unfortunately unable to make, again, that transition to the physicalness and geometric predisposition to balls off the board. So Cleveland, Messiah misses that one. So again, join us here for third quarter action. Rich Kozak, Sean Jeffries, live from Lockport's Keenan Center. Remember, this game was brought to you by the Sahara Hookah Lounge, and if you've ever come up to a game, and I wish you will, Molina Healthcare, and also the great people at Track, Budget, and Build. Just underway, third quarter action, 6-4 Cleveland. Buffalo trying to build, but here come, an on goal there. Josh Palmgreen puts it in, and that's exactly what the Gunners did not want. As you can see here, Buffalo's a little bit loosey-goosey. The Gunners, again, trying to make that transition from outdoor soccer to indoor soccer. Cleveland plays 1 and 2 touch, station to station, keeps the ball on the pitch, boom, 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 and unfortunately, great player he is, Josh Palmgreen, had his body in the wrong position and put a ball into the net to make it 7-4, just 54 seconds in the third quarter. Mustafa has it, gets it over to Q. Q puts it in, try to get it to Hamza. Hamza bodied off the ball by this tenacious defense of the Samba. Ball in, again, good defensive play, and Hamza puts it high over the crossbar. So if you've been watching here on the YouTube channel, make sure to leave a comment. We're going to be giving away a t-shirt to a random person that comments. And also, we'll be trying to give you one of our swag bags if you show us that you've been putting out this link for the game on whatever social media that you have. So we try to give a little back to the people who are listening at home. And again, there you look at Menendez there, and guys, I'm not trying to be negative towards you, but Menendez is staying stationary, waiting for that shot. If he sees the shot, at the moment of the shot, go to get the ball off the board. That's not Menendez, it's Perez, excuse me. And again, fighting about who should take the free kick. Guys, it's not Little League. Don't worry about playing time. There's more playing time when you win. Nice save there again by PJ as the ball caroms off the net. I think that's PJ back in the nets again, right? So they're sharing time. All right, 13-13. A Munsters-like Mockingbird Lane reference left here in the third quarter. Still within reach. Gunners trail Cleveland 7-4. Nice header. Brought back to Gliskikin. Ball cycled around. Gulan with a nice tip. It's going to be taken by Mustafa. Off the dasher boards, but Gulan has it. Gets it back. Puts it off the post and in. Oh! In a dangerous area. Number 99, Colton Fly, will be dreaming about that one. I was presumptuously calling a goal, and Fly might have been just leaning back a little bit too much and not in the perfect body position for that rebound off the dasher boards. Connor Russell distributes, rolls it out to Mo Channer, who gets it along the boards. I believe that's Bakar. Bakar back to Channer. But Pele can't get that pass in. Ball dispossessed, and here come the Samba. Good defensive play by Channer. Channer has it again. Holding Kelly out on the field. Bakar knocked around just a little bit. You don't see that happen. And that's one of the transitions to this game that could only help Mohamed Bakar get better to whatever level he chooses to play. He'll be going to his senior year at perennial. Ball in off the boards, back-heeled away, but Cleveland gets possession back once again. Papelli tries to clear. He can't get it out to Bakar. And you see there again, Mohamed Bakar so used to being the top player no matter what league he plays in, but as you can tell, just the difference in experience and just body composition of the Cleveland team. Mohamed's going to have to get a little bit more physical, maybe get in that gym a little bit if he wants to play at the college and or professional level. No disrespect to that young man right here, but this can only help him. Sometimes if you have too much success too early, it's not good for you either. But Mohamed Bakar, one of Buffalo area's best young players here, getting an education in the indoor game by the Samba players. And here comes Messiah. Messiah off the boards and in. And Connor Russell landed awkwardly, and this would not be good for the Gunners if the talisman Russell So with 11:07 remaining here in the third quarter, Cleveland strikes again to make it 8-4. Off the kickoff. That's Martinez. Off the boards, and again, Tashibi just launches that off. And guys, I know it's some frustration, but let's build. No need to just start going rogue. Arguing about playing time, taking shots into the rafters. All right, learn, watch what the Samba are doing, guys. You got games against Youngstown, games against Rochester coming up. Watch a team that is definitely schooled in the indoor game and see how they play. Emulate what they play. Don't hate, emulate. And Connor Russell with another big save. Ball in. Taken by Tashibi, and look at the Samba just get back. Forechecking, back checking, and if I could use hockey terms. Ball played back to PJ. Distributed out to the near boards to Taylor Newman. Hello, Newman. And again, the Samba just going to be patient. Cannon Dees distributes into the corner to Keeling. Keeling off the boards. Russell scoops it out. Russell gets it back up. Ball out to Shawush. The ball deflected out. And again, good defensive play. Cannon Dees, the Samba, will give up some areas on the field if that means they can get a shot, a deflection, or get in the way of that. Shawush just wide. Going to be taken by Aaron Gulan. Tashibi gets the ball. And again, brings it back. And again, Dougie T, you have three players open. You lay it off to Q. Q gets it into Menendez, and we got a shot on net. You don't need to take on the same guy 3 times. Pass and move, 1 and 2 touch, pass, 1 and 2 touch. Tashibi puts it in off the boards, and what a great save by PJ, and a goal! Q puts a rebound, and that's what I'm talking about! Q with an ABC play, using those basics, the fundamentals, and it's 8-5. And is there some life for the Buffalo Crew? Got a toe on that one, and they all count. Hamza out on the field now with LT. Ball off the far boards and cleared once again by LT. But this has been a dangerous spot for the talented Samba team. Zagaric puts it in on the free kick. And Zagaric mugs it up for the crowd, and he deserves every bit of that. Yes, big traveling contingent here from Cleveland. And Nicky Z puts it in to make it 9-5 in favor of Cleveland. And they earned every part of that one. See, that one too, again, not being able to not go into panic mode. LT, a great player, but instead of clearing that one, and here comes Shawush, puts it in. What a save by PJ there. That ball was just labeled for the top right corner, and he swatted away and said, Prince Ali, no soup for you. Corner kick for the Gunners. And again, the Gunner player didn't wait for the play to be whistled in. And again, regardless of the score, the Gunners have something to build on here. This is a long season. No need to get frustration. They're playing well. Cleveland puts it in. Buffalo puts it in, but a Cleveland great defensive play. Shawish has it. Might want to try to get that back to Russell. Instead, he gets it over to Menendez. Again, desperation shot. That's taken by Perez. And Perez, this is a match he doesn't want to get into. He's not in the same weight class as the guy from Cleveland. I appreciate the spirit, but I understand you're frustrated and you got to watch out here so Perez doesn't take a foul. Ball off the boards in front. Skladany puts it over the top, and again, Mo, you know better as the dust from the decades here at the Keenan Center filters down into the floor. And if I'm Coach Palmgreen, I'm saying, hey guys, listen, scoreboard's not going our way, but we are playing so much better than we have in the first quarter of the season. Please just settle down. Whether it's a W or L, let's play with some respect and pride for this great game. Off, well wide of the net. Ball taken by PJ, who's joining the offensive rush. Ball in, nice header by LT. Tashibi tries to win that one back. Oh, what a save there by Connor Russell. Cannon Dees was ready to celebrate, and a great reaction save for a corner kick. Cannon Dees was already putting that on his Instagram, and Connor Russell said, no soup for you. Corner kick, and look at the movement here. Messiah in. And that ball out to number 6. That's Jake Gratzer. And Gratzer puts it in to double the score, make it 10-5 Cleveland. And again, the frustration of the Buffalo teams showing. The Gunners still playing much better than they did the first quarter of the season. But you knew it was business. Last week, the Cleveland Samba only traveled with 12 field players. One went down early. 4-hour plus ride here, 4-hour ride back, and the Gunners were able to steal one by a score of 7-6. Well, the big boys came for the Samba this week. Pulled in about 11:45, an hour and 15 minutes before the game, and the parking lot here at the Keenan Center was just filled with Ohio license plates. Great defensive play there by the Gunners. That's Jason Tennell. And Gunners just have to settle down. They don't want to be giving out too many opportunities out of frustration. That's going to be Keeling. Keeling has it. Nice play by Connor Russell as usual. Mustafa has it. Out to Tennell. Tennell in a 1v1 battle versus Messiah. Referee says play on. Tennell wins that one. 4-on-3 advantage, but Tennell loses it in the seam. 2-on-1 now. Out to Messiah, and an ankle save there by a bruised and battered Connor Russell. And it remains 10-5 in favor of the Samba. Be a free kick, and 2 goals, maybe 3 have already come off this exact area. Jack Lakovic with the kick. Lays it off, puts it on, and deflected wide to the far dasher boards. Got to be taken about Goulon, and you can tell that Coach René Di Stefano is rolling the lines now. It's been a long trip. Everybody wants to play. Perhaps the gentlemen will take their traveling contingent out for a nice dinner today on the way back to the Cleveland area. You guys deserve it. We don't want to count our chickens yet, but you might want to count a few chicken wings for later after in the Buffalo area. Bakar has it, can't get it in, a good defensive play, out to Bakar, and Bakar skies it over the goalpost. That would have been one if he could have just laid it off to Shawish. It would have been a tap in, but everybody wants one here, to quote Van Halen. 6:40 remaining, and that's going to be a TV timeout here in Lockport. And you've been watching, hopefully enjoying, some Major Arena Soccer League 3 action live and kicking at the Keenan Center.
Yes, just some big shout outs. Please make some noise out there for our Sahara Hookah Lounge, Buffalo, Molina Healthcare. When you walked in, you saw they had a table and some swag available. Big shouts out to Track Budget Build Finances.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for third quarter action here live and kicking at the Keenan Center after 2.5 quarters of play, because we're in the mid-third quarter. The visiting Cleveland Samba up by a score of 10-5 against the hometown Sahara Gunners from the Buffalo and Western New York area. Rich Kozak here, joined by cameraman extraordinaire Sean Jeffries, as Bakar puts a nice ball in there to Shawush. Shawush at the edge of the box, puts it in, and a goal! Prince Ali in a Lackawanna connection from Mohamed Bakar. And just 20 seconds after the break, closes the gap to 10-6. All he does is score goals in bunches, and Bakar, well, he's learning this game too. One of Lackawanna legends of years past, and currently still a goal-scoring machine. Ali Shawish gets one from one of the young boys, all Western New York, Mohamed Bakar, and it's 10-6. Well, here comes Bakar again. He's got Shawish with him. Bakar left-footed in the box, puts it down. Oh, just deflected away. Hold it to Shawish, to Bakar. Looks off the goalpost. Back to Holden, off the boards. Back to Mustafa. Mustafa wins that one. Gets it in, and another great defensive play by the Samba. Love the way the Samba play the man and the lane. Again, Buffalo boys, we're watching this for next week. Whoever we play, watch the way they play. Play smarter, not harder. But what can we look on the positive side for the hometown Gunners? Guys, that was great. Nobody's laying down. We're trying as hard. It's 0-0. Coach Paul Green, tell him it's 0-0. And here come the Samba once again to change any chance of that score being the same. Ball out to Martinez. Martinez has it. He's bodied, and it's going to be a foul. Martinez gets up. Now, Mr. Martinez, don't take any advantage you have. Look at the scoreboard and play. Don't take the momentum away from yourselves. So Gunners will put it into the touchline on the far boards. Little testosterone-filled posturing there, if you will. Ball played in to Dougie T. Dougie T dispossessed by PJ. And here come the Gunners. Excuse me, the Samba. Out to Messiah. Saved by Russell. Just envelops that rebound. And here comes Palm Green. 4-on-3. Here's a chance for the Gunners. Puts it in. Palm Green. Great shot off the post. Palm Green sliding. Gets it away from Messiah. Connor Russell puts it back over to Mustafa. Mustafa looking to get his mates moving there. Little bit of inertia needed for the Gunners, both literally and figuratively. Hamza knocked off the ball. It's going to be taken by Keeling. Keeling recycles into Newman. Ball nicely placed into Keeling. Keeling into the corner. Martinez has it. Hamza puts a shoulder into Newman, and Newman bounces off. Ball in. Oh, wide open net. Hamza puts it over into LT. Excuse me, Hamza. Dougie T put it over, and Hamza unable to get a wide open net. Net's been the difference. If those 2 or 3 goal line clearances don't happen, this is a 1-goal game. And I love the way the Samba plays, and the Gunners can learn a lot from this. Never give up on a play. Help your goaltender out. 4:02 remaining here in the third quarter. Cleveland 10, Sahara Gunners 6. Still a game here at Lockport's Keenan Center. It's a cold one, but the action heating up here in Lockport. Mo Channer puts it in. Knocked off the ball. Channer chests it. Definitely puts it down into Dougie T. Dougie T, this is where you go off the boards and get it out. There it is. Oh, just a bit too deep. Perez can't get it. Ball Mustafa going in against Colton Fly. Fly still has it. Russell puts a fingernail to keep it alive. Up against the boards. Cleveland has it again. Russell with his talented toes pokes that away. Mustafa goes back to the far corner. Now just at that point, you knock it back to Connor. Connor gets it back to Dougie T. And here come the Gunners. 3-on-2 to Dougie T, but he's dispossessed. Going to be taken by LT. But I think that's... Niso says no and gets it back again. Niso has it. Whoop! Goes right past Perez. In front, shot on goal. Saved by Russell. Big save on Nicky Z. And a takedown. That's 2 points. LT, take it easy. No need for this. Niso Ivanez is there saying, use your head, young man. And I understand. Now Mo Channer starts to push. And listen, nobody wants this, guys. It's filmed. All right. Don't want to make the league look bad or your team look bad. Full marks to everyone from the Gunner side who came out and said, hey, let's talk about this one. And then everybody on the Cleveland side. Now somebody's got to pull LT away. Connor Russell comes out. No need to be doing this stuff. And folks, no need for this. Kids come out on Saturdays. Let's go. I'll talk about this. We can talk about the Olympics. I mean, I'm upset that the Bills aren't playing in the Super Bowl tomorrow too, but no need to be ridiculous like this. Guys, it's a 4-goal game. It's indoor soccer. There's no game if these guys don't travel 4 hours. All right? And I understand you don't want to lose in front of the big crowd that we have here. But again, just everybody needs to chill out. And some of us have dinner and concert plans after this, so we won't want to extend this game any longer than. Well, while we're waiting on this, and you can tell some of the behavior, some of those watching last week were asking, they're like, hey, Rich, it seems like you have an affinity, have some experience back in the Cleveland area. And yes, every summer used to go down to watch the Indians play dozens of times. But in the winter, all the boys from Lackawanna, we would head out to Independence, Ohio for the Trinity Long Gone hockey tournament. And everybody wanted us to fill us in with some stories. The only thing I can say is, I believe it was Independence, Ohio, Rock City Road, there was a Holiday Inn there, and well, we needed to relocate to Twinsburg, Ohio, because that's the only place that could take in 33 lost souls in the Cleveland area. And all I can say is what happens in Twinsburg stays in Twinsburg. So 2:36 remaining here in the third quarter. Little testosterone-filled rage out there on the plastic pitch. Guys, everybody's got to go to work on Monday. Stop. All right, we need to get this game in. It's been a great indoor game. All you're doing is have people go over, and I heard the Olympics are kind of big around here. So we don't want to give anybody any chance to have to leave here. So, guys, take it easy. Well, still waiting here for the referees to sort this one out. Both benches semi-cleared. I mean, nowhere near Donnybrook. I think there's some experienced players on both sides. We're like, hey, this is not going to happen. Guys, the league's going to see this. Many of you still want to have a college career or play at a different level. Why would you do anything to endanger that? We don't want a hothead here. There's no reason to do this kind of stuff. But until this, and this is where I wish we had communication with the booth, it's been a great game of indoor soccer. The Gunners, much improved over what their earlier results are, and even if they can't get the W here, let's not degrade your performance by just having a little anger out here on the field. The only thing that the Samba are doing are being better at the indoor game than you are. Now, if this game is on 120 by 70-yard pitch, it might be a different result. But Samba, a bit more schooled at the indoor game. And listen, I had a chance to talk with these guys before the game. They are some great guys who are here just like the Buffalo boys for the love of the game. I mean, there's no reason. Listen, it's 0 degrees outside. This morning when we all came out here for this game, it was -3 on the truck. All right? You make the 4-hour trip with your family, with your better half, because you love this game. So referees, just chill out on this one. And guys, let's finish this game. And it gives everybody a rest here. Take a deep breath and get things back to where they were. 10-6 in favor of the Samba over the Gunners, and this could be a great last 17 and a half minutes. So let's not sully anything that happens out here. So again, if you're watching back in the Cleveland area, if you're watching in the Buffalo area, make sure you comment in the comment section. Share on social media to get some people watching this stuff, and we're going to have a random commenter and or social media post to get right out there and you know, win some swag. We got some free stuff. And check the MASL3 schedule next time you can come out to the Keenan Center, which I believe is February 28th, to enjoy some really good indoor soccer action. All right, guys, this has turned into a filibuster, and I don't know how much time they're going to go on this one. We should have gone to a break on this one, but again, I've watched C-SPAN for less time discussing Bills. And I don't mean the Buffalo Bills, all right? And again, Josh Palgreen still in there trying to sort this one out. I don't know, maybe we could do some karaoke or what have you. We really can't tell what's going on, but again, Sahara, you've been at much more lopsided scores. Samba, you've beat them. There's really no need for this kind of stuff. Both learning the game, and all I can say, Samba playing with a bit of pride here. They did not take the 7-6 Buffalo win last week lightly, and they came out blazing. Physicalness, and really, if the Buffalo boys, any of the Sahara Gunners, want to continue playing at the collegiate level, play at the collegiate level, or use some of this game film, just like former Gunners have had to play at the MASL2 and or 1 level, again, don't besmirch what you've done so far by just, again, adolescent behavior. We're all here because we love this great game of soccer, no matter what form it takes. So let's drop the ball again, and let's hope we can get these last 17 and a half minutes in rather quickly. So referee's going to drop this ball over. I don't know if it's going to be a drop ball down at this end, and the posturing continues, and sorry for those listening at home that I seem filled with ennui, but I'm here announcing this game and I'm getting bored with the delay. So that's ENNUI. You guys can look it up while you're waiting. Nick Zagara, Colton Fly out on the field. Mr. 6'7", son of a math teacher, Skladany out there. Off the boards. It's going to be taken by Shawoosh. Dispossessed by Skladany. And ball in. Colton Fly off the fumble by Connor Russell. And it's 11-6. In favor of the Samba. Palm Green puts it down for Shawish. Four on four after the delay. A lot more room out on the field. Shawish has Tashibi. Shawish does a step over, brings it back to himself. Almost knocked down, but keeps his feet. That's going to be to Q. Q back to Palm Green. Palm Green puts it into the corner. It's going to be taken by Tashibi. Tashibi pulls it back. And again, what a great block play. I think that's Skladany. Not only did he make the block, but he was able to take care of the rebound. Lays it off. Now movement around. Again, look, almost basketball-like. Skladany playing like a point guard. Looking for Messiah. Messiah out to Gratzer, one of the goal scorers, just wide. Palm Green able to get it for the Gunners. Leaving his defensive third to the center of the pitch. Palm Green versus Messiah, and again, dispossessed. Connor Russell has it. A minute and 22 remaining here. And Russell says, you know what, we're down by 5. Maybe I can join the party. Puts it in off the boards. No one there for the rebound except a Samba defender. And again, guys, when you watch the film, Look at how the Samba anticipate. Ball off the boards, the defender got his body position, got his gluteus maximus in the way of your minimum try. And now it's going to be a corner kick by Shawish. As Mo Channer and Dougie T, Mustafa in, as we're still 4-on-4 with 1:11 remaining here in the third quarter. And again, another referee discussion about this. And players leaving the field or coming to their respective benches, and truthfully really have no idea. The referees are pointing, telling each team to get where they are. It looks like the fourth official, or might be the third official in indoor games, called the referees over, both officials, and again, there's been another stoppage of play. So again, if you're watching at home, thank you so much for staying with us. I apologize for the behavior of all the players on the field that have put a delay in on this, but hopefully cooler heads prevail. Nonetheless, there will be a corner kick, a very important corner kick, because with 1:11 remaining in the third quarter, the Valley Shawish and his teammates can just cobble away at the 5-goal lead. We've seen very quickly, we had 4 goals scored within 56 seconds by both teams. Maybe we can get some hope put back in for the Gunners. Shawish back off the goal post. And again, Martinez puts it in. Ball deflected back, and that's going to be a 3-line. Oh, looked very close to a 3-line play there, but a good ball by the Samba player. And a ball headed vociferously back into the Buffalo end by the Cleveland midfield. And here comes Shawish. Shawish can't make the turn on it. Cannon Dees has it back again. Lays it off. Here come, that's Gulan. Off a pass by Gratzer. Going to be taken by Martinez. Over to Mustafa. I just want to say, I was hoping he could score. I had a great Lion King roar going. And what another great defensive play. Cannon Dees. And that difference here in this game, the 4, 5, or 6 goals, whatever they've been up, has been the discretionary effort. And again, PJ with a big save. He says, "Niet" to Prince Ali. What a great play, and what sportsmanship between these two young men. So that'll do it after 3 quarters of play. Your score here at the Keenan Center is the visiting Cleveland Sambas 11 and the hometown Sahara Gunners 6. And you've been watching Major Arena Soccer League 3 action live and kicking from the Keenan Center. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the start of fourth quarter action here at Lockport's Keenan Center. Hi, I'm Rich Kozak, joined by Sean Jeffries on the camera. And after 3 quarters of play, it is the visiting Cleveland Samba 11 and the hometown Sahara Gunners 6. Remember, this game is brought to you by Track Budget and Build Finances. They're the ones who bring us this broadcast here, and I can't thank them enough for being great supporters of local and regional soccer here. 15 minutes to go, just a quarter of an hour. Hope this one runs by a little bit quickly. Buffalo boys want to get back in the game, but I also have a very special Saturday night out with the missus. Dinner already, reservations made, and heading to the Riviera Theater to see George Michael Reborn. So if anybody's on the chat here, list me your favorite George Michael song. Maybe you're the guy or girl who's going to get the t-shirt as the ball's in the far corner. I don't know. I hope he plays some like the old Wham stuff from the MTV days. Yeah, when they used to play videos instead of like whatever that stuff is. All right. Ball into the corner. There's been a change of keepers for Cleveland. Cleveland trying to keep everybody happy. That was Marcus with a nice outlet pass to number 9, Nicky Z. Oh, and that would have been a nice ball if the Gunners could have got up there, but little cramp on the field by one of the Cleveland players, and you hate to see this happen. All these guys have a long ride home. Oh, one of the things, if you're a Buffalo area person and you're still watching the YouTube feed, do me a favor. We got a bunch of Clevelanders here, and they're looking for things to do in the Buffalo area, places to go out to eat. So if you have any recommendations and they're a great Cleveland contingent out here. Great people that made the 4-hour trip up to the Lockport area. If anybody here, just drop a comment in the comment section and a recommendation. I know they would really appreciate it. As the ball put into play, taken by Toshibi. Toshibi had Menendez open, but here comes Messiah in the Samba. Ball out to Cannon Dees. Dees puts it back to Messiah, who backheels it nicely. Ball just wide. That was number 6, Jake Greatzer. He has it again, he puts it in. 3 for a quarter for Greatzer, make it 12-6 with 13:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And again, no disrespect to the Gunners. They're playing a great game compared to what they did earlier on in the season. But the difference has been the age, experience. These Cleveland guys have been together a little bit longer, maybe played at a little higher level, got some D1, D2 guys here, a lot of Baldwin Wallace guys here, and they are one step ahead physically and mentally over the Gunners. Hamza has it. Into LT. LT held up. Back in, and a great save there by Marcus. What a nice shot. Again, you see that's something you can build on. Chris Marcus, the keeper here for the fourth quarter, gives up the corner kick.
Cleveland goal number 6, Jake.
Ball in again. That discretionary effort. Getting in front of loose balls. How many times can you block a ball and just taking care of all these different offensive chances? Again, Samba, 1-2 touch, maybe a bit too much dribbling here by the Gunners. As this taken by Perez. Perez puts it in, but an errant pass is going to be taken by Marcus. But Q gets back, gets it back to the brave Russell. But body shape was not there for Mustafa. And ball's going to be put up off the rafters. And I think that was once insulation up on that ceiling. I don't know what it is. Chris, you know what that Sean, you know what that looks like? You ever see the videos of the Titanic when they found it and they just sent in the submersible? That's kind of what looks like it's on the ceiling in here. But or if you like Stranger Things, it kind of looks like the entrance to the Upside Down over here. I'm not lying, folks. All right, it's going to be Nick Zagaric, to take this free kick and puts it well wide. A blistering shot. Taylor Newman has it, and off the boards once again. Newman with the ricochet off the boards. One timed it in by Nick Zagaric, and it's 13-6 in favor of the Samba. And again, textbook, basic. Listen, it looks wonderful when it works, but it's fundamentally sound arena soccer. Off the boards, another Wallace Scora. And here comes Mo Channer. Gets it out to Tennell. Back heel, back to Channer. Channer up the knee side boards. Dispossessed there by Nesso. Nesso up. Ball taken by Bakar. Bakar along the boards. Tried to get it up to Tennell. Channer puts it, and a goal! Oh, Mo! Channer rings my bell! And it's 13-7! The Gunners still within striking distance. Only thing we need to know is if they get the touchdown, are they going to kick it or go for two? Mo Channer brings the crowd to its feet. And it's 13-7, but is there some life here for the Gunners? What a goal. His second of the night. The younger crew out there has brought some life to these Gunners. And now can the Samba settle this down? They want to get this one in the garage. And deflection into the rafters once again. LT hoping to turn this one into the Upside Down. 11:41 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Cleveland 13. The Gunners 7.
Yes, Gunners goal by number 20.
And now Perez with the free kick. And it's good. Not even close. Palm Green open. And that one went over the crossbar. Good shot, though. Now it's going to be a goal kick for Marcus. Well, actually, he's going to distribute by throwing it. Nice throw down there. Chested by Messiah deftly. He gets it back again. Shot off the boards. It's going to be taken by Hamza, and his first touch untrue. And it'll be played in to touch. Marcus, with a 6-goal cushion, wants to join the offensive area of the field. Palm Green bodied off. Menendez puts a forearm into the back of the Cleveland player. So Cleveland will have a free kick on the near side boards. Looks like Messiah will take that one. And a wholesale change. And goal scored by the Samba. And it looked like one referee signaled for a change, and the other referee said play on. So there was a, what would they say, a fluster cluck down there on the field, and Samba's true cooler heads prevailed and just put a one-timer in the net. So it's 14-7. So if you have one of those 100-square pools for the Super Bowl, you can check and see if your square has a 4 and 7 for the fourth quarter. Into Shawish. Shawish has it. Ball off the ceiling once again. And Q tries to quickly put it into play to Jay Stintonell. Just a bit under 11 minutes remaining here. And the dangerous Mo Channer, he's already scored from this area. Keeper cheating over to where he was beaten the last time. Ali Shawoosh open. Now Buffalo players in a bit too deep. Step out. Again, guys, Gunners, if you're watching this, you're playing with one hip against the boards. What you want to do is play 5, 6, maybe 7 feet away from the boards. Turn on a 45-degree angle. There's no way you're going to get a rebound there. Only thing you're doing is clogging the front of the net, as Channer will get his second shot. Puts it in off the goalpost. Marcus with the sliding save, put the Channer attempt off the goal post. Samba, please, got dinner tonight. Let's get some flow to this game back again. Let's get the clock running. Gunners, let's get some offense going. This has been a good one. Let's finish it out strongly on both sides. Newman has it. Newman's played a great game here. Newman's that setup guy. He's the hockey assist guy. You might not see everything that Taylor Newman does on the score sheet, but he definitely is like a pivot there on that left side as they switch the field left and right. And he'll drop back. Just great soccer IQ by Taylor Newman. Here comes Jaston in front. He's got it. Shot off 2 goalposts. One across the goal line. Tennell denied by not one, but both stanchions. Tennell's got it again. Backheeled off the boards, but once again, there are no other Sahara Gunner players off those boards. If the Gunners can ever figure out how to play indoor ball using those rebounds, Newman unable to get a ball, but it's going to be a handball off that backspin. So very dangerous area for the Samba. If the Gunners can ever figure out the dimensions and the permutations, of the dasher boards, they could become a very dangerous squad. So here he is, number 9, Nicky Segura, I believe, looking for a hat trick. Puts it in. Tries to get that one through. And Nick Z used the pectorals to push Connor, and it's going to be a power play. You hate to see a player the ilk and just pedigree of Nicky Segura take a penalty like that. But Connor Russell win pectoral to pectoral. And I believe he's been removed for at least a little bit. All right, Mustafa, and again, another delay here as the officials work this one out. So anyway, 9:40 remaining in the fourth quarter, and it looks like an early shower as Nick Segura has been tossed from the game for that, I guess, unnecessary physical reaction after the goal. But all this does is hold up what's turning into a rather long indoor soccer game.
Blue card, which is a game ejection. Again, Cleveland.
So a game ejection. I don't know if Cleveland plays down on this one. I'm a little bit more in tune with the older indoor soccer rules, but now the boards can't open, so it looks as if Nick's going to have to leave the field from another entrance. But you hate to see that. He played one heck of a game. I had a chance to talk with Nick before the game, and just an upstanding gentleman, and I think he got caught up into a little of the, I guess, I don't know, frivolity in this game. A little of the good-natured, or maybe sometimes not good-natured kind of aggressiveness that's going on here. So underneath 9:40 remaining, here come the Gunners, still trying to make a game of it. Mustafa to Martinez. Martinez back to Mustafa. Back to Martinez. Back to Mustafa. Mustafa trying to get around this good defense. To Deshibi. Back to Mustafa. Martinez will have to reset. not much movement happened with the Gunners. Like to see Hamza move a little bit in there, and not many buildings big enough to hold that one, skied by Mustafa. Marcus rips it into his own bench. That one looked like a Brian Sipe throw in the old Cleveland Municipal Stadium when they used to be right on the lake. So ball going to be taken by, that's going to be Toshibi. Toshibi with the free kick. Dangerous area, off the boards, back to Toshibi. No one there for a rebound. Possession given back over. And I think for this last minute, it's taken 10 minutes to play. And that'll be a 3-line violation. 14-7 in favor of Cleveland over Buffalo Sahara Gunners. 8:51 remaining. Thank you so much for joining us. Sahara Hookah Lounge, one of our best sponsors, Molina Healthcare, and also Track Budget and Build Finances. And a whiff there by Bakar off the boards. Marcus will put it back into play. Stolen by Palmgreen. Palmgreen tries to find Bakar. He can. Ball just cleared by DeMarco. DeMarco gets back to Martinez. Martinez looking for Palmgreen. Gets him on the far boards. Looking and deflected. And that's going to be taken into touch from the far dasher boards, or they're going to call it a corner kick on that deflection. Indeed will be a corner kick. Gunners looking to get some movement, maybe a little. Hamza puts it in, and the ball in. What a good save there. 2 saves, diving saves off the goalpost and cleared away. Again, another defensive play, which has been the difference. The difference has been the defensive play inside 5 feet in front of whatever keeper it might be. And here comes Skladany. Skladany 1v1, but dispossessed deep in the Buffalo end. Nothing for the Gunners to be upset about. Part of their own demise has been the defense of the Samba, who's cleared away point-blank chance after point-blank chance. Hamza has it, looking for some daylight. Over to Dougie T. Toshibi moves. And again, Palmgreen just in a bit too deep for that rebound. Headed by Martinez. Taken by Hamza. Trying to get on the reset. Inside to Hamza, and his first touch fails him. Good defensive play once again by the Samba. Toshibi, he's going to get a card, a blue card there. And that was a rash challenge from behind. And a blue card given. And more importantly, that stops the clock again with 7:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter. (14-7) in favor of the Samba. And we're going to take a quick break here for media timeout. You've been watching Major Arena Soccer League action, Level 3, right here live and kicking at the Keenan Center. All right, we're back here. Fourth quarter action, just about 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. The traveling Cleveland Samba up by a score of 14-7 over the hometown Sahara Gunners. Thank you for joining us. Just having a great time reading the comments on YouTube. How old am I? Old enough to do better. You notice I did a Brian Sipe and Sam Retigliano reference instead of doing an Otto Graham reference, or Lou the Toe Groza, if you will. Education major, maybe. Well, Skladany shoots. A big save by Connor Russell. And in for a goal. What a great finish. And you see off the boards, Dylan Keeling plays it off the boards. One touch, just passed it in. Makes it 15-7. Well, you know, it's a learning experience. Am I an education major? Maybe, Sean. Let's see if, with the remaining 6.5 minutes, can the Gunners perhaps use Vygotsky's principle of scaffolding to go from what they don't know to what they don't know into the zone of proximal development, soccer-wise? Is that good enough for you to prove I'm an education major? Yeah, that's a good one. 6.5 minutes remaining. Hope you enjoyed watching this one as much as I've enjoyed and Sean enjoyed bringing it to you. Join us again in 2 weeks from the Keenan Center. And the Samba's just going to want to run out these last 6 minutes. I know everybody wants to get on the score sheet. They're going to be out celebrating unless a miracle comeback happens by the Gunners, but the Gunners have played a really good game here. I mean, compared to what they started the season with, unfortunately, it's just the Samba learned a lot from last game. Number one, bring your A team every time you come to Buffalo. All right, but they just went back to fundamentals and basics. Play in. Messiah shot just wide. It's going to be taken by Toshibi. Toshibi had it, but he's dispossessed by the second coming of Messiah. And here comes 2-on-1 break. Q has it, tries to get it over, tried to nutmeg the Cleveland defender to try to find an open Shawish. But again, another stop of play here. I don't understand what exactly happened. Was it a pass? Well, they're not calling a pass back. Give him to Marcus to put into play. Guys from Cleveland, contingent from Cleveland, they got to love this. Everybody got to play. Everybody got to play meaningful minutes. A lot of guys hit the score sheet. Great defensive play. I was just texting coach extraordinaire Giovanni Cambereri. Shot wide of Russell. Ball bandies around the box and off the ceiling by Palmgreen again. So it's going to be a free kick and a dangerous spot for Cleveland. But Cleveland, they spread out the field into four corners, basketball, box lacrosse like when they get into the offensive zone. And they just become so wonderfully compact. They defend as a group, whereas the Gunners, still learning this game, defend singularly. And they've made some great plays. Difference last week, they blocked a lot more shots. Again, don't understand that whatsoever. We're not playing outdoors. All right, and maybe if we're playing in an actual arena like the KBC or the Richfield Coliseum, and Otto Orff has come out to the blue line and he could pop it over his head just like Rudy Pikuzinski did it back in 1995. And that ball's deflected wide. But again, don't let frustration get the best of you. 15-7, learn from the juggernaut that is the Cleveland Samba. There is no lack of, great ball in to Toshibi, goal! 2-0 to Toshibi, TNT, and it's 15-8. Samba with the lead, but a little light given by Dougie T. 4:50 remaining in the fourth quarter, and see, Gunners, don't give up. Work with Just play with what's been working for you and build for next week. What a great play there by Jason Tennell to get it to Doug Toshibi, and it's 15-8. Still some life here at the Keenan Center. Palm Green, good defense against the Samba player. Officials, I know this is a rough one. Maybe want to keep this one going. Come on, guys. Oh. Palm Green. Now, guys, I understand, but there are no 7-point goals. Let's connect defensively and work out of the zone. All right? Might not win this one today, but see what happens? Why all the players trying to get down into the offensive zone that allows Cleveland to move their defensive line up, and again, one errant pass and you're locked in. Bakar can't get that one. One touch as Martinez puts it back into play after it was off the ceiling. Referee's going to say back this one up just a little. Palm Green gets it out to Mustafa. Come on, Mustafa scores. I got a goal for that. Let's give Mustafa a goal here, can we? All right, taken by Martinez. Martinez looking, but again, great defensive play by the talented forehead of Neso Ivanis. And Mo Channer looking for a hat trick. This is Mo's spot. Channer puts it in, deflected by the two-man wall of the Samba. Back to Channer. Channer off the boards to himself. Tries to get a deflection, but it's going to be taken by the Gunners. Russell, wall out of his cage. Tries to chip it up. Headed back again. Now headed by Mo Channer. Tries to get it to Q. Q along the near dasher boards. Has LT open. Over to Papelli. He's got a lane. Puts it in, but it's going to be gobbled up by Marcus. Chris Marcus getting his fill. Samba slowing the game down. 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. They want the clock to run. They want to hit the 90. Or actually, it's Transit Road to the 990, to the 290, to the 90, and try to get back to Cleveland. Up 15-8 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. I had somebody ask me about Transit Road, and what's weird, as a lifelong Buffalonian, here come the Gunners. Hold it in front, tried to find Mo Channer for the hat trick, but they can't connect. 2.5 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Papele has it. Papele tries to get it into Holden Kelly. Kelly backheeled to LT, I believe that is. He motions Papele to move. Back to Papele. Papele seems to run out of ideas. Tries to get it into Mo Channer. Mo Channer spins, left-footed, just wide. Holden Kelly can't get it in. It's going to be taken by LT. LT puts it right into Marcus. So what I was saying, people ask Transit Road, why is it called Transit Road? Well, luckily I happen to know. So if you're ever in the Buffalo area, Transit Road, one of the longest, straightest thoroughfares in the Buffalo area. Well, when Joseph Ellicott was trying to survey this land for the Holland Land Company in the early 1800s, using the stars as the basis of driving. Oh, what a goal! Messiah puts it in! One touch off a great assist by number 31, Taylor Newman. What I told you, he's the setup guy, and everybody else who's got a goal should say, hello, Newman. Well, anyway, while we're talking, when Joseph Ellicott was surveying the land, as a lifelong Buffalonian, I just learned it, when you're on Transit Road, you are on the western transit of the Northern Star. So if you're ever out, if we never get a clear night here in the Buffalo area, Transit Road matches up with the North Star, and that's how you can find your way home in the Buffalo area. So 16-8. Score! What a goal! A left-footed laser by Dougie T. No give up in these Gunners, and with 1:05 remaining, it's 16-9.
Yeah, Gunners go, Douglas!
And the Gunners will not give up. They won't win this one on the scoreboard, but in the great builder of momentum for next week, nary a nugget of give up here for these Gunners. Skladany gets it out to DeMarco. Back to, I believe, is that Messiah? Yes, indeed it is Messiah. Back to Niso. Starters back out there for the last minute. They're going to reward him from coming out here. Keeling has it. Keeling to Skladany. Mr. 6'7" himself. Niso wins that one off Shawish off the boards. Tried to find DeMarco. DeMarco out to Skladany. Skladany, puts it out to Messiah. Tried to find DeMarco, but Niso has it. 22 seconds remaining. Niso has it. Oh, deft move in off the boards. Messiah can't corral it. For DeMarco, and they're going to put it all the way back to 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. Your final from Lockport's Keenan Center, the traveling Cleveland Samba 16, your hometown Sahara Buffalo Gunners 9. It was a great game, little rough in the middle, but full marks to the Samba. What a great team they are. What a great bunch of traveling contingents. Thank you for everybody from Lockport Soccer that joined us. Big shout out to our sponsors, the Sahara Hookah Lounge, Molina Healthcare, and Track Build and Budget Finances, who had the wherewithal to have our game broadcast all around the world. So we hope you enjoyed it. We're going to be checking the comments and social media after. We have some prizes to give you guys. Thank you so much for joining us again. Once again, your final from the Keenan Center in Lockport. The Cleveland Samba 16 and the hometown Sahara Gunners from Buffalo 9. And for Rich Kozak and Sean Jeffries, thank you so much for joining us. Join us again in a couple weeks for some major Arena Soccer League 3 action live and kicking at the Keenan.